Good afternoon, my dear students. Already we have discussed muscles of the face and neck, muscles of the back, and muscles of the abdominal wall. What are the muscles of the abdominal wall? Rectus abdominis, uh, external oblique, internal oblique, transversus abdominis, quadratus lumborum. Okay. Rectus abdominis, external oblique, internal oblique, transverse abdominis, quadratus lumborum. Already we have discussed that. Now I am going to describe muscles of the pelvic floor. What are the learning outcomes? After studying this section, you should be able to name the main muscles of the abdominal wall, outline the functions of the main muscles of the abdominal wall. Muscles of the abdominal pelvic floor. The pelvic floor is divided into two identical halves that unite along the midline. Two halves unite එකට සම්බන්ධ වෙනවා මධ්‍ය තලයේදී midline. Each half consists of fascia and muscle. The muscles are levator ani, coccygeus muscle. Do you remember where the coccyx bone is and coccygeus muscle? This is the figure. You should remember that this is the levator ani and coccygeus muscle. In this picture, it has shown urethral orifice. This is the urethral orifice to pass urine. Then this is the vaginal orifice, and this is the anal orifice. Okay, this is the levator ani muscle and coccygeus muscle. Anal orifice. This is the anal orifice. Around that anal muscles here. External anal sphincter. There are sphincters which control the passing of urine and stool. There are sphincters in this. This is the anal sphincter. It controls passing a stool. Coccyx. This is the coccyx. The pelvic floor supports the organs of the pelvis and maintain continence. As an example, it resists raised intrapelvic pressure during micturition and defecation. When you are passing urine or stool, intrapelvic pressure will increase. It resists raised intrapelvic pressure. Resist raised intrapelvic pressure during micturition and defecation. Resist. Stop. Levator ani. This is a broad flat muscle forming the anterior part of the pelvic floor. They originate from the inner surface of the true pelvis and unite in the midline. Together they form a sling which supports the pelvic organs. Coccygeus muscle. This is a triangular sheet of muscle and tendinous fibers situated behind the levator ani. They originate from the medial surface of the ischium and are inserted into the sacrum and coccyx. They complete the formation of the pelvic floor, which is perforated in the male by the urethra and anus, and in the female by the urethra, vagina, and anus. Okay. Hereafter, we have to discuss muscles of the shoulder and upper limb. Muscles of the shoulder and upper limbs. You can see in this picture. This is the trapezius muscles. We have already discussed that. Pectoralis major, deltoid muscle, coracobrachialis muscle. This is the coracobrachialis muscle, biceps muscle, This is the brachialis muscle. This is the brachialis muscle and brachioradialis muscle with the radius bone. Along with that, this is the brachioradialis muscle. Flexor carpi radialis and thenar muscle. This is the thenar muscle. Pronator teres, palmaris longus, flexor carpi ulnaris, hypothenar muscle, thenar muscle and hypothenar muscle. You can see in this picture. In this picture, you can see that this is the muscles. In this is the in that anterior part and posterior part. Trapezius muscle, deltoid muscle, teres minor, teres major, triceps muscle, latissimus dorsi, and brachioradialis, extensor carpi ulnaris, extensor carpi radialis, longus and brevis, and then flexor carpi ulnaris, extensor carpi ulnaris, extensor digitorum. Deltoid muscle. This is very important in as nurses. This is very important that because we are giving injection to the deltoid muscle. So you should keep it in your mind that muscle. These muscle fibers originate from the clavicle, acromion process and spine of scapula and radiate over the shoulder joint to be inserted in the deltoid tuberosity of the humerus. Can you remember where this muscle, especially in shoulder joint, originate? Where it originate? It originates from the clavicle. Can you remember where the acromion process, clavicle bone, tip of the clavicle bone, acromion process and spine of scapula and radiate over the shoulder joint to be inserted into the, where it inserted in the deltoid tuberosity of humerus. Bone of the humerus, deltoid tuberosity, it inserted. Originate from clavicle, acromion process and spine of scapula, which where it inserted into the deltoid tuberosity of the humerus. It forms the fleshy and rounded counter of the shoulder and its main function is movement of the arm. What is the main function of this muscle? Deltoid muscle, movement of the arm. The anterior fibers cause flexion, the middle or main part, abduction, and the posterior fibers extends and laterally rotates the shoulder joint. Pectoralis major. In mastectomy, when there are tumors or cancers in breast, this muscle is also removed. Pectoralis major and pectoralis minor muscles sometimes removed. This lies on the anterior thoracic wall. The fibers originate from the middle third of the clavicle and from the sternum and are inserted into the hip of the intertubercular groove of the humerus.